Yes, 208 AD. A dark, damp prison cell holds a dying medical genius. In his shaking hands, he holds a legendary parchment of medical secrets. This scroll contains the world's very first formula for general anesthesia, a medical breakthrough that was 1,600 years ahead of modern science. But instead of passing it to the world, he did something shocking. With a heavy heart, he threw the precious scroll into the fire. The brilliant man who destroyed his own greatest life work was Hua Tuo. The sudden disappearance of Mafeisan remains history's greatest medical mystery. This legendary anesthetic powder vanished forever into the smoke of ancient politics. Today, we journey back to the chaotic Three Kingdoms era of China. We will enter the grand palace of the notorious tyrant, Cao Cao, to uncover why a healer chose to burn his ultimate medical miracle. Was it a final act of anger or a profound act of mercy? Let us unlock the dark truth behind the legendary divine physician's choice. Long before modern hospitals, ancient fields were filled with endless war and blood. Wounded soldiers screamed in agony as infections ate away their broken bodies. Surgery back then meant tying patients down while they screamed in pain. But then, a traveling healer emerged like a bright beacon of hope. Hua Tuo traveled from village to village, treating both rich and poor. He possessed an incredible understanding of nature, human anatomy, and herbal mixtures. His most shocking ability was performing deep surgeries without causing any pain. He achieved this miracle using a secret herbal powder called Mafeisan. Patients would mix this magical powder with warm wine and drink it. Within minutes, they fell into a deep, completely peaceful, painless sleep. Hua Tuo could then cut open abdomens to remove diseased organs safely. He literally washed the inside of infected bodies, then stitched them closed. When the patients woke up, they felt absolutely no pain at all. People praised him as a living God walking among mortal men. Whispers of this unbelievable divine medicine spread rapidly across the divided land. Soon, the rumors reached the ears of China's most feared ruler, Cao Cao, the brilliant but ruthlessly paranoid warlord of the north. Cao Cao ruled with an iron fist, constantly suspecting everyone of betrayal. He executed anyone who looked at him sideways or whispered secrets. But this powerful warlord had a secret weakness that humbled him completely. He suffered from agonizing, unbearable headaches called the headwind disease. The pain was so intense, it drove him into violent, mad illusions. He believed his own shadows were assassins trying to stab him. Every royal doctor failed to cure him, fearing for their lives. In absolute desperation, Cao Cao ordered his guards to find Hua Tuo. "Bring the divine physician to my palace immediately, or face death." Hua Tuo was brought into the grand, cold, intimidating royal court. The air was heavy with tension as the two men locked eyes. Cao Cao demanded an instant cure for his tormenting brain pain. Hua Tuo calmly stepped forward and gently pressed the warlord's pulse points. He closed his eyes, analyzing the deep roots of the sickness. After a long silence, the divine physician delivered a terrifying diagnosis. "Your headache is caused by a dangerous tumor deep inside your skull. Simple herbs and acupuncture needles can no longer save your life, ruler." Cao Cao growled, demanding to know what must be done next. Hua Tuo proposed a surgical plan that shocked everyone in the room. "First, you must drink a heavy dose of my Mafeisan powder. It will put your mind into a completely deep sleep state. Then, I will take a sharp iron axe and split open your skull. The court went completely silent as the words echoed off the walls. I will cut out the rot, then stitch your head closed. To Hua Tuo, this was standard advanced surgery to save a patient. But to a paranoid dictator, it sounded like a brutal assassination plot. Split my skull open. You want to murder me for my enemies. Cao Cao believed Hua Tuo was working for rival warlords secretly. The tyrant's madness exploded into a wave of absolute, unyielding fury. Guards, drag this treacherous traitor down to the deepest, darkest dungeons. Hua Tuo did not fight back, maintaining his dignified, quiet composure. He was locked inside a cold cell, away from daylight, forever. Days turned into agonizing weeks inside the miserable, damp stone prison. The brilliant doctor knew his life was rapidly coming to an end. He did not fear death, but he feared for human history. His life's work, the Mafeisan formula, was written on parchment there. If he died, this miracle medical knowledge would be lost forevermore. He noticed his jailer, a kind-hearted, simple man named Wu. Wu often brought the old doctor extra water and cleaner straw beds. Hua Tuo calmly called the young jailer close to his cell bars. Take this scroll, my friend. It contains formulas that cure thousands. Hide it well, study it, and pass it to future generations. Jailer Wu looked at the holy book with deep, trembling hesitation. He knew the immense value of this legendary physician's secret gift, but fear of Cao Cao's terrifying wrath crushed his noble spirit. If the tyrant finds this book, my entire family will hang. With tears in his eyes, Wu handed the scroll back inside. Forgive me, divine master. I cannot risk my family's lives. Hua Tuo stood frozen, holding the rejected book of human salvation. A wave of profound despair and sorrow crashed over the old man. He looked out at a world ruled by ignorance, fear, and blood. The people were simply not ready for such powerful, advanced science. He crawled slowly toward the small, flickering fire pit in his cell. His hands shook as he unrolled the ancient, beautiful parchment paper. This was his heart, his soul, his gift to a broken world. Let it burn, he whispered, tears evaporating in the rising heat. He placed the priceless formula directly into the devouring orange flames. The ink warped and blackened as 16 centuries of progress died. Hua Tuo watched the bright sparks dance away into the darkness. The executioners arrived the next morning, but his mind was free. Hua Tuo was executed, leaving behind no written records of anesthesia. For centuries, people believed Mafeisan was just a myth, a fairy tale, a legend made up to praise an ancient doctor who never existed. Until recently, when modern archaeologists uncovered a shocking piece of history. Deep inside ancient records of neighboring regions, clues were found waiting. These texts confirmed that Hua Tuo's magical powder was entirely real. Modern scientists immediately began testing the rumored ingredients mentioned in legends. They discovered two main plants, mandala flowers and aconite roots. The mandala flower contains powerful chemicals that paralyze nervous system functions. It completely shuts down the brain's ability to process pain signals. Meanwhile, aconite acts as a deep muscle relaxant during surgery. Together, they create a perfect, deep state of medical anesthesia. But there was a terrifying catch to this miraculous herbal combination. Both mandala and aconite are incredibly lethal substances alone. 1 milligram too little, and the patient wakes up screaming mid-surgery. 1 milligram too much, and their heart stops beating instantly, forever. It required an absolutely flawless, precise mathematical ratio to be safe. A secret ratio that only Hua Tuo's brilliant mind truly mastered. This realization reveals the true genius behind his burning of books. Hua Tuo did not burn the formula out of petty anger. He understood the dark reality of the corrupt world around him. If this formula fell into the hands of greedy royal doctors, they would use it carelessly, killing thousands of innocent patients daily. Or worse, tyrants would weaponize it to poison entire enemy cities. Mafeisan would become a weapon of mass murder, not mercy. By destroying the book, he protected humanity from its own greed. It was the ultimate sacrifice of a true divine healer. Being ahead of your time is a truly beautiful blessing, friends. But being too far ahead is a heavy, dangerous curse. Humanity was simply not mature enough to control such powerful technology. Hua Tuo chose to carry the heavy secret down to his grave. He saved the world by allowing his greatest miracle to die. Think about it. Was his choice selfish or incredibly wise? Would you have the courage to burn your own life work down? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below this video. If you loved this deep historical mystery, please smash like. Subscribe right now to unlock more incredible ancient dark secrets weekly. Share this video with friends who love history and epic conspiracies. Thank you so much for watching our Stickman history documentary. Stay curious, stay safe, and always question the written history books. The past holds many secrets that are still waiting to burn. Until next time, history detectives, keep exploring the hidden truths. Every legend carries a heavy seed of reality within its core. What other lost miracles are hidden in the dust of time? We will find out together in the next exciting historical episode. Check out our playlist linked on the screen right now. Tap 1 to continue your epic journey into forgotten ancient times. Your support keeps this channel alive and creating high-quality animations. Goodbye for now, and remember to always seek the absolute truth.